Good morning and welcome to the morning after. We have a great show ahead of us, so stick around. We now have our Quinnipiac news update with the latest of what's been going on in the QU community.
This weekend, Quinnipiac President Leahy presented a check of $1.4 million to the town of Hamden's mayor. Leahy said this is the best relations the school has had with the town. Leahy also announced plans to build more senior housing on York, along with bringing shuttle service back to Hamden Shopping Center.
The movie Hidden Figures has been full of Oscars buzz. Author of the book the movie was based on, Margaret Lee Shetterly, will deliver the Quinnipiac University's annual Black History Month lecture this Wednesday at 7 p.m. in Burcon.
The Student Government Association has expressed support of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival program and undocumented Quinnipiac students. The email was sent to students last Thursday calling on the administration to act. We now toss to Shanna, who was live at the Super Bowl in Houston this weekend.
I'm in front of the convention center where the NFL experience was. You can see the LI logo right up there. It's crazy here. There's music, there's fans, there's food trucks. It's been a really amazing time, and there's only one more day till game day. It's tomorrow, less than 20 hours. We're all freaking out. Pats fans, Falcons fans, even Texans fans that are here are all so excited for the action tomorrow. Biggest stage in sports. Alright, it's a windy day in Houston, but we're excited for some football. I'm repping my man, TV12, of course. A lot of fans super excited. Just went to the Hall of Fame experience, and that was a blast. Really fun. Got to meet Emmitt Smith, and now just a couple hours till game time. Okay, so I'm practically in the Patriots end zone. Our seats are ridiculously close. I'm so excited. Once again, there's way more Patriots fans over here. Granted, I am on the Patriots side, but looking over there, there's not a ton of Falcons fans here, and even some people over there are Patriots fans. There's about 2 hours to kick off, and we're really starting to feel the vibe and the energy in NRG Stadium here in Houston. So excited, go Pats! All right, we're live in Houston right after the Super Bowl. Pats just won in overtime. Craziest game I ever saw in my whole life. This is nuts. We're all freaking out. Tom Brady was just in that end zone. So was Roger Goodell. Everyone booed him because there's only Pats fans left. It's been crazy. I hope you can hear me. Go Pats! Number 5. I called it. I called it.
Thanks, Shanna. So how about that game last night?
Wow.
Wow. For people who know nothing about sports,
I actually watched it.
I
actually
kind of understood what was happening.
Yes. I mean, the first Super Bowl to go overtime.
And it was like the biggest comeback to ever happen.
Wow.
Wow.
What a game.
Just
I
like-
actually texted Kelly mid-game and realized for the Atlanta Falcons, I was like, wait. I was like, oh, is Kim, what's her last name?
Is that Kim's husband on there? And I was like, no,
Croy.
no, it's Croy. And I was like, it's so sad that we only know football players by their like celebrity like girlfriends and
Significant
wives.
others.
Yeah.
But it was
the
funny.
game and the halftime show. Can we talk about that? Like for the people that were only in it for the halftime show and commercials like us.
Wow.
Wow.
She was actually on top of the stadium.
She flew in.
At first
as
I was
Jesus.
like, oh no, like she's on the field, there's just a backdrop, like whatever, and then she jumped and I was like, oh no, she was
They had
really up there.
like a drone show behind her, which was incredible.
Yeah, oh that's what it was, yeah.
And that's like really, like we flew drones in class once. Like that flying
Hard.
a drone is very difficult. So to do
Especially
that
with, like-
many and coordinate it was like unbelievable.
Must have taken forever. And then the fact that she could even like sing and dance for like 5
Like
minutes
upside
straight.
down, and then the just like at the end the mic drop, and then the Lady Gaga drop.
She, phenomenal, like so good.
So good.
And so many good throwback songs too.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I feel like I was back in like middle school.
And it
like,
had a lot of people were tweeting it was like the most tweeted about halftime performance. A lot of people
Wow.
were very happy because she just did like a really good performance, and she didn't make it like a political agenda.
No,
or
no,
anything,
it was
which I
really
thought
good,
was really
yeah.
good. And then did you catch any of the commercials? What was your favorite?
I don't think any stick out to me. For some reason, I think a lot this year was like movies, TV shows.
Yeah, a lot of
and,
very like violent movies.
and
I
cars.
like.
Oh no, my favorite was Stranger Things.
Okay.
That, I was
I
excited
haven't
for
seen
that.
Stranger Things. The one that stuck out to me was the Bye 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 one. It was like
which
for a
one?
drink, but it was Justin Timberlake, and then they had like the NSYNC song in the background. I thought that was really funny and creative.
Yeah, I just feel like the super commercials are just going like downhill every Super
I
Bowl.
know.
Like, I mean, that's what I'm in it for, but...
There was none that really stood out. There were some that made me laugh, like the Geico one with the bank robbers trying to be like get into the Uber.
Oh, yeah.
That one made me like LOL. That one I liked.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to be weird so you remember them, but then you're sitting there and you're like, what?
I remember them being violent.
Well, now we're going to head over to Janessa to get the latest entertainment news.
Thanks, guys. All right, TMAers, I'm here with a little entertainment recap from last week. By now, if you haven't seen or heard about Beyoncé's pregnancy photos, I'm actually amazed you aren't addicted to social media like the rest of us. But in light of B's announcement, Nicki Minaj shared this spoof photo on Instagram with the caption, "Y'all so childish, OMG, skib diddy bop bo, some random letters. I was gonna wait to share the news, but ... Now, I'm not going to lie, Nicki's caption could have definitely used some help, but there's no denying that Nicki's fake pregnancy pictures came out better than B's real ones. Speaking of interesting photos, Chrissy Teigen, who attended the Super Bowl last night with her husband John Legend, had a wardrobe malfunction caught on video. But that's not the interesting part. A creepy Twitter user decided to zoom in on the nip slip video and tweeted at her. Why? I don't know. But of course, my girl Chrissy couldn't care less and simply quoted the tweet saying, "Boom goes the dynamite." But honestly, is the Super Bowl really the Super Bowl without a nip slip here or there? I don't think so. Now, let's all take a second to be jealous of TMA's Shanna, who got to watch Lady Gaga's performance live last night. It was a touchdown, maybe even two. I don't really know how football works, but it was awesome. In the span of less than 10 minutes, Gaga managed to jump off the roof of the building, shout out her parents, hug a fan, and change her costume on top of catching a football in midair. Let's not even get started on how amazing her body looked. A source told E! News that Gaga was found backstage crying after her performance because she was so happy with how it turned out, as she should be. It was awesome. That's all I have for you guys right now, so back to you guys in the piazza.
We now have your weather update. Monday today is going to be 39 degrees and sunny. Tomorrow it looks like we're going to get a little rain and it's going to be in the 40s. Wednesday it warms up to 57 degrees, but it's going to be cloudy. Thursday there's a chance for snow and 31 degrees. Friday it's going to be partly sunny with 26 degrees. Saturday looks also partly sunny with 43 degrees. And Sunday looks like we're going to get a little rain. It's going to be in the 40s. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but coming up we have an interview with Sarah, who is in DC for the inauguration.
I could really go for a Ray and Mike's sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken and cheese for just over $4. Giant cheesesteak subs and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. Q-Cash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's.
Coming up on Bobcat Breakdown.
Welcome into Studio 125.
So what? If you score 40 points in a basketball game, we all know you play Quinnipiac Intramurals. We all know you love to shoot the rock.
Well, if you think that's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, what I'm about to say, I guess, is going to be pretty ridiculous in your book. But I'm going to say yes, there is a controversy. I'm
getting ready to punch the ball as it lands right in front of another Monmouth player.
All this and more.
Coming up on the Q30 Newscast.
Coming up on hashtag that.
We are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
And we're back with Sarah Schreiner, who was down in DC for the inauguration a few weeks ago. So welcome to TMA.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
We're excited to have you. So you went down with a class, so tell us a little bit about that.
There was actually a group of about 40, I'd say, Quinnipiac students, and we were split into 3 sections, so it was more or less like smaller groups, but we all still spent a bunch of time together as a whole, and it was super fun. We went down on the 8th of January, and we spent 2 weeks there, so we came back around the 20th, if that makes sense. I can't remember the exact date, but I ended up spending my birthday there. It was super
Fun. And what was it like to be down there for the inauguration? Like, what was DC like? Was it exciting?
Yeah, it was super busy. There was a lot of people were saying that, like locals and people that lived there were saying that they were less likely to kind of go out and do things that they would normally do because it was so like touristy, I guess, at the time. But the inauguration, like the security, obviously getting through it, everything was a little bit, it wasn't like super intensive. It was a little less intensive than I expected. You weren't allowed to bring certain things, but we were actually, I think we were the closest out of all the Quinnipiac students. If you like, were looking at the like the inaugural stage, I guess you could call it. We were to the right, and we were in like one of the front sections that was right before the seated sections, and it was like almost impossible to get the seats because those are for like special people. So it was really cool to be that close. We could see him moving his hands and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's like
really
when you know.
close.
Yeah.
We were like super close. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. So what else did you guys do there? I saw pictures of you went to a ball and stuff like that.
Yes. Oh my God. That was literally one of the best nights of my life. I had so much fun. We went to the All-American Ball. There was like maybe 5 or 6 of us. And it was super fun to get dressed up. There was a lot of older people, but it was super cool to go and like experience something that was like a little bit out of the norm for us, you know? Like it's a lot different than like a formal here or like, you know, like a prom. It was a lot more adult-like, but it was still so much fun. It was like crazy. Oh my God, it was huge. There was like 10 rooms, and there was free food, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it looked really exciting. I was watching
jealous.
like, your snaps
I saw
and
some
stuff.
other people, yeah.
Yeah, we were looking at pictures on Facebook. It just looked like it was like everyone was like all dressed up and pretty.
Oh yeah, it was so fun. Yeah, everybody looked beautiful, but it was so fun.
Well, that's so exciting. So you had a good time and the inauguration and everything. Is there anything that stuck out? Like, what was your favorite part?
I think being there, like, this is me personally, obviously, but I just loved DC. It's such a historical city without being, it has like a lot of history, but at the same time it's quaint, and it's like so refreshing and new, and there's a lot of young professionals there, like even though it's the capital, but so it's super cool to be there because you kind of feel like you fit in automatically being like a young adult. But what stuck out to me was probably spending my birthday there. Like our first day was the 9th, which was my birthday. And even though it was our longest day, we did like a whole tour of the city on like a bus. Oh, wow. So it was super cool. And then we all went out to dinner, and like everybody was so willing to be like, yeah, let's go out for your birthday. So that was super fun. But just seeing everything, like the Smithsonian's, just all of it. I literally had so much fun. It's probably one of the best experiences of my life.
Oh, that's so great. So thank you so much for coming on. We're now going to toss to John, who has some history on Black History Month.
Happy February, everyone. Something of note for the second month in the year is that this month is Black History Month in the United States. So today we'll take a look at the history behind Black History Month. Celebrated in the US, UK, and Canada, the United States variant began in 1976 when President Gerald Ford and the US government expanded the works of Black United States leaders at Kent State. It became nationally recognized at the United States bicentennial with the intent of urging Americans to honor the accomplishments of Black Americans in every endeavor of American history. As such, there are not assigned days for individual people who made individual accomplishments. The month could be a time to look back at any Black figure in American history, be they famous as Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, or as obscure to public knowledge as Crispus Attucks or Blanche Bruce. That also includes modern history, with people like Ben Carson, Jesse Jackson, and Oprah Winfrey being recognized for achievements. Some of the specific achievements looked back during this month include the inventions of George Washington Carver, the first Black History West Point graduate Henry O. Flipper, the accomplishments of Black athletes like Jackie Robinson and Michael Jordan, Black actors like Halle Berry and Juana Hall, and the publication of Black-centered magazines like Ebony and Black-focused television channels like BET. Hope that everyone has a wonderful February and a nice Monday. Happy Black History Month, and back to you guys in the piazza.
Thanks, John.
Wow. Interesting.
Fun facts.
Yeah.
All right, so the cafeteria, obviously I have a meal plan, but you don't.
I don't.
So we have a lot of feelings about the cafeteria we'd like to discuss.
It's like, okay, so this is what like kind of fueled my like feelings about the cafeteria. So now I don't have Q cash or
Like meal plan,
which is, I mean, basically equivalent to like dollars. So when I try to remember to bring snacks when I can, but sometimes I have to go in the caf to buy it with my own money. And I realized how insanely expensive things are. The other day I realized a liter of water, for first the Aquafina and the new Life Water, also pretty cool commercial actually in the Super Bowl. It was $3.05, and at first I was like, that is insane for a liter of water because I can go to a gas station and get it for like 99 cents.
Yeah, the markup.
I know. And then I was in Walmart like that day that I was in there looking at just like for a snack, and I realized the Life Water was in Walmart for like $1.30, whereas at Quinnipiac it was like $3, and everyone's probably like, oh my god, the calf got this new water, but I'm just like.
But it adds up if you don't have the meal plan and you're not, because I don't, like, even this morning someone asked me how much cereal was and I was like, I have no idea. I just tap my card and go. Like, I have no idea.
Think about it with a meal plan, which is like I miss it, but then like when I'm not using like actual money, I'm like, almost like these prices are insane.
I know. So what do you have, like, any tips for anyone if they're going to the calf?
Granola bars. Or,
granola bars.
Keep me going throughout the whole day, or just like fruit or something like that. Definitely, like or yogurt, the Chobani bar. Actually, you just gotta get something that's very like it's gonna sustain you for like a long amount of time. So if you know that you're going to like a night class that's gonna be 3 hours, like grab like a few snacks and I think it's time as well. Because like if you want chicken, that's gonna take you like a half hour, which
I know.
And another thing that really gets me is I didn't know coming back in the fall, I didn't know they like upgraded the calf to this new electronic system that you can like order.
Touch screen.
So I think I like stood in line at the burger bar for like at least like 20 minutes. Like when are they gonna come and ask what I want?
You had to put it in the
and
thing,
then I realized I had to put it in, and I'm like, okay, Quinnipiac, you're trying to upgrade at the same time. It's really not getting me.
I know. I like to go half and half. I'll bring like an avocado. I'll bring like my own lettuce because I like arugula and stuff like that they don't have. And then I'll like get like a piece of chicken, and I'll get like things like that.
Yeah.
So I'll like buy like half my meal from the calf, and like I'll bring the other half, and then I'll have like a nice salad or something like that like you normally can't get from the salad bar. Or I'll also bring either the liquid enhancers to make your drink taste better.
Yes.
Or I'll get like the lemon from like the produce section of Stop and Shop, like the lemon juice, and put that in my water for lemon water.
Because sometimes too I just feel that I'm like really hungry just because I'm bored.
Yeah.
Or like I know I'm gonna be going to this long hour like classes, and I'm just gonna be like wanna like eat the whole time. So like definitely the liquid enhancers like make me feel like I'm like drinking something else besides water.
$2 for a small drink, and they're like kind of tiny. So
yeah,
really
good.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I know. We're now gonna toss to another commercial, but we'll be right back.
It's 9:30 Eastern, and you know what that means. Sports Pause is on the air.
Ball played up the middle. Iman Whalen with a little cheat off the pipe. Preseason just boils down to going after another national championship and not necessarily focusing on the one before.
MJ, it is time for our favorite part of the show. It's the top 5 plays of the week, brought to you by B&D Deli, home of the Q-Dog.
Let's talk about the first play you want to break down.
Yeah, let's break it down right away.
But the one name I'm going to throw out there is a freshman, Nika Maples.
Coming up on hashtag that.
We are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
And we're back. So last night, what did you eat last night for the Super Bowl?
Oh my goodness. Okay. So my roommates and I, like, there was like 6, 7 of us. We cooked like as if like 20 people were coming over. We had those like jalapeno poppers, the frozen ones.
Oh yeah.
Cauliflower barbecue like
Ooh.
thing, pulled pork, veggie platter, pizza bread, mac and cheese balls.
Sounds amazing.
Cookie, like literally, like we were like even like baking. We're like what,
all
like,
of the foods.
And it's not like we're even like these like hardcore like like football fans. I mean, there's 3 of us that are like from like the Mass area, so we were rooting for the Patriots. So then like, and there were like 2 other people that were like rooting for the Falcons. But like, I think, and my problem is too is that as they're making things, I like to snack.
Yeah.
So then by the time the game actually started, I was like about to explode. But I kept on eating.
See, me and my roommates did the opposite. We ordered all our food. So we just had it like delivered right to the door. We got like milkshakes, we got wings, we got like breadsticks, we got fries, we got everything. It was so good.
Yeah. And then I mean, it's just sitting in front of you while the game's going.
Yeah.
You're like, what else?
I know.
Can I be doing?
I had cookie dough. I had bought cookie dough like ready, and I had bought like Skinny Pop. Those were like the only 2 things we had like ahead of time. But we ended up not even opening them. So.
Yeah. No. We have leftovers for the week, which I mean. I'm excited now that I don't have to cook for the rest of the week because we have so much stuff. I think there's even like, and there were some other types of food, I forgot what it was, but like halfway through we forgot about. So then like, we brought it out and then we're like, okay, we're already full, so there's so much more extra. But I mean, now I have lunch and dinner for the rest of the week, so I really can't complain.
So now we gotta start getting active after we've eaten all this horrible food this weekend.
I feel like
the whole weekend was a cheat weekend because you knew coming in, you're like, oh well, Sunday I'm eating all this horrible food anyway, might as well. I went to Donut Crazy on Saturday. I got this like insane donut. I was like, it's fine, I'm eating bad tomorrow too.
I feel like it's like a mini Thanksgiving.
It is a mini Thanksgiving. This whole weekend is just horrible. So like this week, you gotta work a salad in somewhere. You gotta work a salad in like a couple days.
I walked out this morning. I was like, I need to go on a run. It's sunny.
Yeah, I gotta start getting
kind
more
of warm.
active.
Like I'm gonna go run, which I feel is what I do sometimes. Is I go to class in my gym clothes, so that I'm like, I feel like I need to go to the
You're
gym.
more
like,
motivated.
Because if I go back to my room, especially when I lived in on campus, like if I went back to my room and I saw my bed, there's no way I'm going to the gym.
Yeah.
So I feel like I just need to get in a schedule, and then I feel like after that, I think it's after a week of doing things, it becomes like a habit.
Exactly.
So then like I kind of feel weird that I'm not like working out.
This is the week. Drink lots of water. I think this is especially because cleanses aren't that great for you, but water always is. So just like working more water in. So like instead of grabbing a soda, like I know we just talked about like putting the liquid in your water and stuff, but like do anything to drink more water after this weekend.
You could always put the lemon.
Yeah, the lemon juice
in water,
is good for
that's
you.
like actually
what I
good
do.
for you. Yeah, and it like gives you like a taste. You're not just drinking
I
like
know. It makes you
water.
feel like you're drinking like really cheap lemonade.
Yeah, I mean without the sugar.
Without the sugar.
Sugar-free lemonade, basically.
Exactly. Just like I don't know, easy workouts. I know Pinterest always has like those 2-minute everyday workout kind of things.
Yeah, even the like classes on campus.
Yeah, the classes on campus, spin classes, all of that.
But now we're gonna toss to Liv with the Bachelor recap from last week.
Thanks, guys. Did you have enough emotional intelligence to watch last week's episode of The Bachelor? If not, I'm here with your full Bachelor recap. To start off, truly nothing makes a lasting impression like a meme, and that's exactly how Sarah left. Tell me this isn't her situation. This is a Kermit meme, very popular these days. Me, it's cold outside. I should probably close my jacket. My brain, keep it open so everyone can see your outfit. Me, but it's cold. Your brain, but the outfit. The girls could see their breath during this rose ceremony, considering it was basically outside. And instead of wearing a coat like everyone else, Sarah decided to be different and not wear a coat. I mean, she looks amazing. However, she also was sent home. You know, sometimes the outfit just really isn't worth it. But for real, so sorry to see you go, Sarah. We miss you already. And also, to quote the famous line from every Bachelor contestant in history, Taylor and Corinne, are either of you here for the right reasons? It seems like you're just interested in having catfights with each other every single week. Do you not know that the 2 girls with the most drama always end up on the 2-on-1 date? Get it together one time, ladies. I'm sorry, but this is your fault. And I'm very confused, but was last week an episode of The Bachelor or a horror film? Because that haunted house date really made me feel like I was watching the movie Annabelle with the creepy, creepy doll. How can Nick and the women form any emotional connections when they're trying to fight off demon spirits the entire group date? The whole time, I was waiting for the little ghost girl to come out and be all like, "Hey Nick, can I steal you for a second?" And honestly, that would have been the most exciting thing that happened last week, so I'm pretty sad that's not how things ended up. First shoveling cow poop last week, now ghost busting? Nick, seriously? What exactly are you looking for here? Because none of these dates seem to be very romantic. Maybe this is why it's your 4th time on The Bachelor. I don't know. Think about it. Or maybe just come up with better date ideas. And also, next week's episode continues to heat up when Taylor can't seem to take a hint and comes back after being kicked off the 2-on-1 date. You know, it reminds me a little bit of that movie Obsessed with Beyoncé, except you know it's bad when in this situation, Corinne is Beyoncé. Will Taylor be able to change Nick's mind? We'll have to wait and see tonight. I'm Liv Dufo, and this has been your Bachelor Recap.
Welcome back. So, crazy episode per usual. But speaking of lemonade, like we were before, Beyoncé is pregnant with twins.
Exciting.
I'm so excited.
I think we were in actually our meeting for like the show
Yeah,
when
we were
it
in our
broke.
rundown meeting, and then we were like on Instagram, and I was like, "Everyone, stop!"
And we were like, "Wait, like, is she having twins?" Like,
yeah, well, she
was like
posted
blessed twice. Or
yeah,
whatever.
because she said we would like to share our love and happiness. We've been blessed 2 times over. We are incredibly grateful that our family will be growing by 2, and that we thank you for your well wishes, the Carters. So, presumably Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Wonder what they're gonna name their kids.
Yeah, because they have.
Because they have Blue Ivy.
Oh, I
right?
hope it's something exciting. But you know what we were realizing during the commercial break is a lot of like Beyonce, like Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, they all
Jennifer Lopez.
They all have twins. Like that is God telling us that we need extending the talent in this world. Like all these like mega superstars, like all get pregnant with twins. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I could do twins, but
I probably have like the nannies and stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
they probably,
they can handle it. Like they're okay.
But no, I'm so excited to see. Like, I feel like with them, everything is like a performance or like calculated almost.
And it's such a different. It's like, and they know they're Beyonce and Jay-Z. They're not trying to be relatable. They're not trying to be us.
No. Like
so
they
love
know.
I love like the family photos, like on the yachts and stuff.
Oh,
and
like casual. I mean, even her maternity photos, like
so extra, but I loved it.
But they're like, she would only like pull that off.
Only Beyonce. I know Janessa really wasn't into it before in her entertainment update, so like we're kind of disagreeing on that, but I was into it. I thought she's the only person who could pull off such a shoot.
No, exactly. Like I wouldn't expect it from anyone else but her.
I know.
And again, like they know they're them, so like it's not even like relatable.
And to
it's
drop
just,
it on Instagram, like how fun. It was like when she dropped the album overnight and we all just were like, whoa.
And I feel like she's hit it for a while too.
Yeah, because I was scrolling at her old pictures and she was not pregnant a week ago.
I know, and especially
she was doing like waist up actually. Well, she was like, you couldn't see her stomach if you looked, but like that, no one would ever catch on to that unless you were like intently stalking all the celebs.
Another thing too I realized is that she'll be performing at Coachella with twins. Wow. Like imagine that, like
triple the talent.
Yeah, but like triple the exhaustion.
I know. I loved the like on the social media and stuff, like on Twitter when they were like, the second time in our lifetimes Beyonce's carrying 2 people because like Destiny's Child.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, that's gonna be the show for today. We here next week Monday at noon, and subscribe to us on Facebook and Twitter.
Thank you.